Howdy folks, today is May 24th, 2017, and realized today looking at the YouTube channel that I haven't updated a video in almost 3.5 years. We've done quite a bit out here at the farm, along with a couple other side businesses, but yeah, the farm itself and the greenhouses and the aquaponics farm, it's moving along, slowly, but it's moving along. So I just want to give a quick update and start outside and give you all a quick tutorial of where we're at. So here it is. Building's been done now for a while. Well, for the most part. There's still some things I'd like to change and fix up. Need to get the mower out here. So doing some landscaping. So here's the outside. And we'll go inside and take a look around and see what we've got going on here. Everything's still kind of going, growing. We're changing around all the systems. We've got our fish tanks kind of installed. It's been all experimental stuff going on for the last 1.5 to 2 years as far as the fish tanks go. But we're pushing real hard right now this summer to actually get everything up and flowing, get all of these tanks hooked up in the system, and get everything working the way we want it to actually run our business. So it's still a big construction site, but I'm only, I get help in the summertime. My nephews basically to come work for me and help me with the labor. So this is going to be our big sump slash reservoir tank slash bioclarifier. I think we're gonna have all of these tanks lined up, coming in, dumping into this here. Well, the filtration set up on the other side, then dumping into this here on this pad, and then from there we'll take all the water coming out and we'll bring them over into the second building here in the middle. And there you see the hydroponic raft system. We've been growing a whole ton of stuff. But we've been doing everything just completely hydroponics right now. We haven't integrated the fish with it and done any aquaponics, and that's one of the reasons why we are setting up the fish and ramping up all that. So we've been growing quite a bit of stuff, but we're having to add nutrients ourselves and dump everything in. But these are our rafts, and eventually we'll set up. They're both of these are 8 foot by 80 foot by 18 inches tall, and then there's just a liner in there sitting on the gravel. Well, there's some rock cloth underneath it to help keep the gravel or anything from puncturing the liner, and then there's a pump down at the end down there. We've been having problem with bug infestations. We've been battling that, and all this is a big learning curve for us. We're still trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. So there's all giant experiment. Eventually we'll build 2 more rafts right here on this side, and then also on 4 more in that building, the other side over there. So come see some fish. It's really wet in here because I'm having issues with some of the rain. We just had like 5 straight days of rain, and a lot of that water got backed up and came under this wall and just absorbs through into the gravel, into the ground. So here's some of our fish. These are 200-gallon tanks. These are all koi, very hungry koi. These are some feeder goldfish, a couple of koi that actually jumped in there. These goldfish actually picked up, because you get them for next to nothing, and you need to prime the system for the filters. Before I brought any other fish into the system. So these are what I picked up first to help prime the filters. More koi, all juvenile, all very hungry. This tank, you can't see it, but there's actually like a 4-pound catfish we're also using that I caught to help prime the system. We're gonna let them go soon. In this tank here, I've got my female tilapia. Only got about 4 left. I had quite a bit more, but The one big male that I had was very aggressive, and he started killing them all. So then yeah, including the other males. So I sexed him, pulled that one giant male out. The big male's in here. He's probably pushing 2.5 pounds, which for tilapia is pretty dang big. I had to pull him out and separate him because he's killing all the other fish. And here, if you can see him, we've got a whole ton of brim. They're all fingerlings. They're about, well, they're a little bigger than fingerlings now. They're about 2.5 to 3 inches long. Here we've got more koi. Our cloud clarifier with I've got a 55-gallon drum with K1 in it, and that one being boiled. That black thing on the top there is a UV sterilization light to help with water clarity, algae growth in the water, and disease. And same thing in that one. That tank there is full of catfish. We've been having issues trying to keep them alive. They don't like higher densities. Like I said, we're trying to figure all this out when it comes to the different types of fish species. But we've got a number of catfish. We actually had a huge fish kill. We lost about 500 catfish. They're only about 6 inches or so. I think there's about 100 of them left in there, maybe a little more. And here's some tomatoes floating around on top, just kind of messing around. I had a bunch of seeds left over from the garden and a bunch of plants left over that just went ahead and threw in here just to see how they do. They're growing great. Actually, I'm starting to see some blooms, which is something I was worrying about, if there's going to be enough phosphorus to get blooms from them. So that's where we're at, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll have all of this cleaned up, reorganized, replumbed, and heading into that giant filter box down there. We're going to do a whole bunch of different filter types. We're going to do couple of bioreactors coming off each line, and some swirl tanks and some mineralization tanks, because just reading up on how the mineralization of the solid waste actually helps with the flavor of your veggies and stuff for the different grow beds. So I think that's something we're going to definitely try to incorporate, but we'll see. We'll see. So have a good day.